And we're back again. Who is it? This is Hurricane Hood News and Reviews bringing you in the house again. Set the pack of men, ladies and gentlemen, from the left, right. We back again. Who is it? Oh. Set me up.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
There's computer. Let's go. This the real hip hop. This the real hip hop. This the real hip hop.
Started with heavy daddy, ready with my machete. Occupy the Getty, saving the children. Hope you ready, I'm Tom City. Chopping you up like some spaghetti for Fetty. Yo, lady, go get my car. Make sure it's ready, fast and furious, scrupulous. And I got you haters curious, dubious. Mindset, sure, humorous, I'm exuberant. Eyes wide shut, steady Kubrick, feeling ludicrous. Mile high club on the plane, fucking the stewardess. On a mission, reach ascension, go to a new dimension. Fuck religion, meditation became my new decision. Shot spitting, 33 like Scotty Pippen. Listen, top missing, need a ransom. Now your pops missing, hop skipping, jump whipping, long top killing, pop clipping, leave a fed, fucking top missing, drop kicking, like an acrobat off a car tripping, dog listen, gotta slap you up in the tall building. Gangster. Keep it gangster. Killers that never spit it just into the building with an arsenal. About to turn your bitches to particles. Show you dead while you're reading an article. At a carnival, not dishonorable. When I'm disarming you, when I'm harming you, taunting you for the government. Government knows some other shit they be talking. They distracting the public. They be sheeple, make evil and evil people. They are people, but equal. I'm the one month's equal. Hear them falling, they are retarded. If the seeds don't get me started, you gon' become a target so departed. From the body and I was mine, I gotta win the rhyme, my flow is so divine. It's the real hip hop. Freestyle flows that break bones with strangleholds. Can't let go, I can't fold, I explode. Look at the flame of hurricane going so the range. Got a fire up in the game, breaking every pain. Don't make expansion, my advantages. Take your chances, you'll be dead when I blast this. Who the baddest, wreaking havoc. Wrap you in plastic, put your head in the basket. Fuck the fascists, they are flaccid, it's a classic. Bury them alive in the casket, what a savage. True assassin, keep on blasting out of madness. Fuck the bastard, bullets missing me like a dragon. Dragon Jasmine, magic carpet from the Aladdin. By the sand, change the atmosphere, make a magic. You imagine, hurricane in Atlantis. In the Stratus, shooting laser beams at the planets. That's gangster. It's the real hip hop. 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 It's the real hip hop.
When you know, you know. 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 When you know, you know.
When you know yourself, you see the vision, multi-dimension, parallel worlds with you ascended. Shot the work in the work. I was an introvert, broke out the shell, time to put in work. I'm in the verse. I think government, Democrats and Republicans, fuck a mulligan. Only get one shot, then I'm done with it. I'm the master, I calculated the data with dark matter. Using the elements, make the space shatter. Hate chatter, fed softer than cake batter. Let's take matters from Earth to space battles. Like an anime, from Sunday through Saturday. Using alchemy, playing with magic like I'm a fantasy. Final boss, the blade longer than Sephiroth. Black Messiah, hell yeah, I bear the cross. I'm a rebel, fight for a cause. Universal law, fight the enemy through the stars.
When you know, you know. 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 When you know, you know.
Salute.
When you know yourself can see the power, the very power that turning enemies to cowards. They get devoured. I turn the minutes into hours. They look sour. Hurry game just like the clock tower. Spit the mantra, analytical monster. With the truth, I'm a conquer. Enemies acting bonkers. I'm exuberant, stay maneuvering. Hooligan, super kick to the mulligan. Hell no, I ain't doing it. Destroy the temple. I'm using powers of elementals. So essential to my team, despite the differential. I'm a warrior, keep it simple. My flow make the triple instrumental, cause it did mention no time ripples. Feel good into light sickles, I slice missiles. Put together man, I turn tanks into bicycles. I'm a rebel, fight for a cause. Universal law, throw the enemy through with stars, kill them all.
When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. Yeah.
Better know thyself, you better listen. Make it take you hear me. Better know thyself, you better listen. You hear me. Better know thyself, you better listen. Better take thyself, better know thyself, you better listen. Let that beat rock. Better know thyself, you better listen. Let that beat rock. Better know thyself, you better listen. Better know thyself, you better listen. Gotta know thyself, you better listen. Pay attention. Better know thyself, you better listen.
Jordan Apple, Hurricane, relentless, same man, smooth and soulful right here, man. Bringing real hip hop back, from the D, all the way to the TX, WA. Hurricane and relentless.
Hurricane and relentless. Yeah, man, we came from the trenches. Enemies put up your defenses, leaving you defenseless. Yeah, man, we dashed over fences. Had to take you out in an instant. Evaporated, leave the whole city dilapidated. Politicians might get decapitated. It's sad to say it. Revolution by rebel shooting, we been pursuing, hopping out the sky like we paratrooping, you never grouping. It's so amusing, ripping into this cold music. Shit sound like the soundtrack of an old movie, but this reality, no need for formalities. Whipping your ass, not with fatality. Hurricane and relentless. Gotta grab your hearts and minds. Hit you with these hardcore rhymes. Time to hit you one more time. Look, hurricane and relentless. Gotta grab your hearts and minds. Hit you with these hardcore rhymes. Time to hit you one more time.
You know the rhymes is hardcore. Feeling they want more. Rock solid and pure cane. Fresh kill your coat. You about to redefine the culture. Vultures, they get the rope. Leave them hanging outside. Shit like some pope. Short to WA, all the way to the Texas. They trying to unite our people just like BMF. It ain't nothing but trail bars that we flowing express. We leave the crumbs for the bums. Then we taking the rest. Like a must, we dropping bombs. We ain't making no threats. You motherfuckers just some rookies in the presence of vets. They squeeze these buses long enough, you know they bound to confess. Go to jail to get some clout just so they album safe. I'm content with the underground and all the real ones here. Do some music for therapy. I ain't chasing no deal. I ain't an industry puppet. I give a fuck how they feel. Born rebel with a cause. I'ma fight to the end. And they ain't caught up in facades on them bullshit dreams. In the world, but I ain't of it. Hate it, like it, or love it. Tweaking your labor budget. But you ain't feeling no pressure. Free your corporate oppression. Hurricane gone and touch.
Hurricane and relentless. Gotta grab your hearts and minds. Hit you with these hardcore rhymes. Let me hit you one more time. Hurricane and relentless. Gotta grab your hearts and minds. Hit you with these hardcore rhymes. Let me hit you one more time. We we the baddest, better witness the madness. Bringing the hip hop to the masses with these classics. Fuck the haters that talk shit, they know we greater. Send the soul to the maker if they touch on paper. Infiltrators and perpetrators, we gotta slay them. They the FBI, I see you fucking haters. I know you watching me, should just watch the economy. Yeah, so I gotta be new leader of this monopoly. Ain't no stopping me, I'm the hurricane, hot commodity. Truth can't be marketed, your soul, they will abolish me. Tell you honestly, must acknowledge me. Fuck the mockery, fuck the government. Yo, this my new philosophy. Everybody can know it. Hear it then when I flow it. Flowing like an ocean with all the weed that I'm smoking. Flow is from the gifted. Hurricane and relentless. Ready for whatever, give you the business. We on the mission. Hurricane and relentless. Gotta grab your hearts and minds. Hit you with these hardcore rhymes. Let me hit you one more time. Hurricane and relentless. Gotta grab your hearts and minds. Hit you with these hardcore rhymes. Let me hit you one more time. Hurricane and relentless. 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 One more time.
I am the doctor.
Phenom Rogue One
I'm
production.
a time lord. I'm 17,000 years old. I'm from the planet Earth in the Milky Way galaxy. In a constellation of whatever constellations we're under.
Meditate by the sunshine.
Salute, soul brother.
Trying to ease my mind, cause I'm living in these evil times. Now it's time for me to redefine, change the whole game. Fuck a regular dominator, I am the real thing. Bringing fire and storms and breaking the pain. I will not refrain from using the power by game, destroying everything. For your family, Illuminati, your Rothschild. Treat us like cattle, they got this world locked down. Fire further eradicate, got me mad again, sad again. Can we destroy these evil savages? Sandwiches made out of human flesh and packages. Fluoride and water got y'all demasculate. Can't even fathom it. I create better advantages, smoking cannabis. Load up the cage, it's time to blast again. Fuck the motherfucking government, nigga. We coming with dozens of killers. I'm tired of the government, nigga. It's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight? But this the government, fucking call me Dr. Blight. Fuck the government, nigga, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight? But this the government, fucking call me Dr. Blight. Occupying the daily, my gun is heavy. This mission is deadly. I hope you motherfuckers ready. My arm is Chevy, equipped with a unit beam, another level. Coming through the scene, mean like it's the metal. Demolition, I be destroying the competition. Stop and listen, the government is the opposition. Wait a kind and pick a minute, I never finish, I can replenish. Problems will never diminish. They using magic to broadcast it on the masses. So I'm blasting all you fucking evil bastards. Tell the masters, above earth or in the earth. Y'all better disperse or you getting murked. Fuck it. I might hack the system, blast the system. That will cause a cataclysm. Massive missiles, have to lift ya, and the fucking world won't miss you. Fuck the government, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfuckers, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Y'all can call me Dr. Blight. Fuck the government, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfuckers, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Y'all can call me Dr. Blight.
I am the doctor. I'm from the planet Gallifrey in the constellation of Asteroids. And I'm here to save you and the rest of the billions of people on this planet below. I got a problem with that. Now my methods are a little extreme. So sometimes I'm not the doctor. They call me the Valiard. Between the 10th and 11th incarnation. I'm Dr. Blight.
Phenom Rogue One production.
Or also known as the Valiard. Starts Friday. Let my story keep going. That was Dr. Blight part 1. This is part 2. You already know what it is. Let's keep going.
I'm Dr. Blight.
Over 17 million years
Dr.
old.
Blight. Let's go.
You ready for us, man? Let's go.
Waking up to the sunrise. Gotta ease my mind. We still living in these evil times. Now it's time for me to redesign this whole world. Cause the blind always lead the blind. Call me Morpheus, I'm telling you to free your mind. You the one that's gotta look deep inside. See the signs of the times of the least unite. Trying to lock up my brothers to speak the mind. COINTELPRO singing down the lead the spies. I can see through the lies and the weak design. Keep their gas so quick with the speed of mine. Better than Dr. Who when I speed through time. Destroy the government with my neat design. Full time cannon blast, it will be divine. Create a new paradise, it will be sublime. I'm brighter than the sun, you can see the shine.
Make them more blind. Who am I?
I'm Dr. Blight. I'm Dr. Blight.
Who am I?
I'm Dr. Blight.
Tell them.
I'm Dr. Blight. I am the baddest, bustin' at the fashions. I got the static, my status for damage the planet. Make everybody panic, erratic, the bullets sporadic. Because I fucking had it, I ran it. The fact that y'all scared of revolution, damn it. Fanatics, they worship celebrities, they get therapy, clarity. All celebrities is a parody, scared to see. Cause them bitch niggas are scared of me. Going against the revolution is a heresy. Parabens, I kill seraphims and Elohims. And the demonic forces, I kill them all and become the king. Going to another planet, scoping everything. Find out that the government there, destroying everything and everything. Yes, I lead first the polarity. Shatter paradigms that world leaders ain't never seen. Take a team, I'm like hit them all with the unity. Turn them all to dust, they'll never see the unity.
Who am I?
I'm Dr. Blight. I'm Dr. Blight. I'm Dr. Blight. I'm Dr. Blight. No debate. Send the revolutions in every nation. Why you hate it? Cause I'm changing your book of revelation out the nation. Send the cold rebels in every station. Putting tools in your chest like you was Jerry Payton. Pump faking. Get you killed with no hesitation. Fuck the world niggas. They all gon' see the devastation. New location. Better witness the new adjudication. Crimes against humanity. Kill them all with decapitation. I'm a boss. Taking charge. Collapsing warp stars. Star Wars shit. Hell yeah. I got that force dog. Corpse fall. That ain't all. Getting scorched on. Torch on. With these bars. You better call Saul. Fuck all. I steal powers from North Stars. Punch your body parts apart. Fist of the North Star. No God. I am Dr. Blight. The Valley Yard. Grab my instruments. I'm to operate on all of y'all.
All of y'all. Remember the name. What's your motherfucking name?
I'm Dr. Blight.
I came to operate.
It's time to fight.
What we fighting for?
Fight for what is right.
Fuck the motherfucking government. Who am I?
Cause I'm Dr. Blight. I'm Dr. Blight.
Spin the block.
It's time to fight.
You already know. Shout out there in the groove.
Fight for what is right.
Who am I? Who am I?
I'm Dr. Blight.
Tell Dr. Fauci and all those fake ass fucking doctors.
I'm Dr. Blight.
This is why I'm Dr. Blight.
It's time to fight. Fight for what is right. Revolution.
Already know what it is. HHN special report. You know we gotta rock out for a minute before we get off into the news. I don't got a lot.
Revolution.
But I got something good.
Hey,
Decent at least.
you know what it is.
Let me tell you a story. A revolutionary story.
This is revolution. Time for the high school, had to call the crew up. They pulled up, gave them a bag, niggas suit up, smoke on the bag. Blunts bigger than the tuba, loaded the mag. From the brains, they gon' scoop up. All black jag, armor truck in the Supra. Go to the checkpoint, wide corners of the crew up. Inside job, got a chick as the hostess, sneaking around while the motherfucker toasted. Time for the hacking. If we get caught, then it's into the dragon. Armor truck burst through, everybody spazzing. Then the safe open now, everybody grabbing. Throw the smoke bomb, God, everybody gasping. Me and a bad bitch blasting, eliminating all these assassins. Called up the jack, told her hop in the Supra. We rolled off, counting on the loot up. Trunk banging loot up. Ooh, bitch, get it out the way before I shoot ya. Clipping every car that I shoot up. Demolition man, understand what I do, bruh. Revolutionary opportunist. Who us?
It's a revolutionary story.
What do you mean? Revolutionary opportunist. Who us?
Shooter. Salute. You already know what it is.
Revolutionary opportunist. Back to the hideout. Had to pull the weed and the wine out. Bad bitch, yeah, she had a fine mouth. Gave her a cut, I'm out the door. Got a text from my unmarked phone. Encoded code, got the cryptic. Whole bunch of feds on the hit list. Assassin's Creed style, I'm a hitter with the quickness. Vicious, call me Solid Snake in the bushes. Metal Gear on me, dog, ain't scared to pull it. Burst through the ceiling. I came to get the boss of the building. I'm walking in the hall of the villains. Feel like Batman on the mission. Elites, politicians, y'all the reason why the kids missing. Occupy the Getty, pay attention. Killing hood figures in an instant. They sacrificing women, now they about to catch a whipping. Never catch me slipping, about to load another clipping. Illuminati dipping as I blow up the building. Don't blame Russia, it's me, little bitches. Sniper rifle blasting every hater from a distance. Hacking every bank account and the fucking pension. Cybercrime, I'ma shine in my own dimension. Fuck the metaverse, government and religion. They brainwashed through cell phones and television. I'm hacking every tech in existence. This is the realest, bitches.
Who the man?
Revolution,
What do you mean?
revolutionary opportunist. Who us?
Shooter. Salute, soul brother in the groove. Live and learn.
Revolutionary opportunist. Who us?
As we walk to the battlefield, down in our heads like, yeah, with no fear in our hearts, no fear in our spirits. We blast the government,
Revolutionary opportunist.
kill them all.
Who us?
The empire has fucking fallen.
Revolutionary opportunist.
Who was Shooter?
We ain't scared of the government. The flood is on.
Revolutionary opportunist. Who was Shooter? Hey, hit her with a part 2 real quick.
Road 1 production.
You already know what it is. Vibe out, ride out. Hey.
Let me hit you with this laid back hit. Reminisce about the time while I'm bowling the split. Spending time with a chick, yeah, I hopped in the whip. Mesmerized while she drive as I stare at her tits. I love the suspense, let the story commence. Making love in the woods, yeah, that shit was intense. At the same private property, we hop in the fence. She adventurous, yo, I ain't stopping the chick. We fucking in the labs by the satellite chips. Then I took it to the roof by the satellite dish. Then we jumped off the roof, parachute to the coop. Then we get away car with a trunk full of loot. Made it to the hideout, we avoided the troops. Then the girl got low, blew me like a flute. Their job well done, give her a salute. Came back and relaxed, sipped the gin and the juice.
Hey. Feeling good. Hey.
Revolutionary opportunist. Who us?
Part 2. You know what it
Part
is.
2. Revolutionary opportunist.
Hey.
Let me hit you with this thing back tune. Got the greatest rooms, about to go straight to the moon. We was in the mood, feel the energy in the room. In the cosmos, it's just me and her in the news. I be got a call, got another mission to get. She didn't hesitate, she got a gun, loaded the clip. Headed to the villa, area surrounded by killers. She my overwatch, my baby girl was sniping the niggas while I'm in the field. Call me John Wick with the skills, baby to the boss. You got 2 seconds to deal, so tell me the code. So I get my money, you go. But you didn't know, he had a red dot on his door. She said area clear, walked up and had her a beer. But the mission complete sweet, now I'm telling her cheers. I be on the road, about to cash straight to the mold. Have to lay low, then disappear like a ghost, you know.
Hey, revolution, you know what it is.
Revolutionary opportunists. Who us? Shooter. Hey, you know what it is.
You know what it is.
Revolutionary opportunists. Let me hit you with true potential, I'm too essential. Revolutionary lyrics will make the world tremble. Keep it simple, I'm going ham on this instrumental. But the government say it loud so you won't remember. Did this member from January to December. Faces mad because they dealing with the epicenter. And my temper will make you whimper, you a little nigga. I'm a god, I turn the states in the bloody rivers. Metaphorical fuck corrigible, I'm a beast. Off the leash like Jet Li, I'm being leashed. I'm a feast on every fan that fuck with me. With my lyrics, yeah, I gotta say it perfectly. I'm the pebble that's singing ripples on every level. I'm a rebel that's singing shots at you fucking devils. So the globalist motherfuckers, they can get it too. My girl sent me a mission, what we gonna do?
Hey, start a revolution. You know what it is. Hey, what it is.
Revolutionary opportunists. Who us? Shooter.
Hey, hey, yeah. Let's get it.
Revolutionary opportunists. Who us? Shooter.
You know what it is.
Revolutionary opportunists. Who us?
Hey, yeah. Throw your hands up.
Revolutionary opportunists. Who us? Shooter.
You know we gotta have a part 3. I dropped trilogies in this month. Now part 3, y'all. Talking about a story right here.
Phenom Rogue One Production.
There you go.
Made it to the rendezvous. We was all strapped up, blacked up in a 6-man crew. About to go while to do what we do. Headshot to a fed. Now he's looking on his new fresh suit. Went in the building, had to shoot at the front desk. The guards was upset. Then he got shot in the damn neck. Bass check, we don't need that shit for the room. Gotta hack these computers, get this money and move. Before we move, plant the C4 quick. Then we dip to the whip, dropped off, then explode that bit. At the HQ, watching the news. Sipping brew with the crew, smoking weed, gotta plan the next move. Where we gonna go, what we gonna do? Hit another black site, CIA wouldn't know what to do. So we creep in this bitch like Splinter Cell and kill a whale. All you fucking feds get sent to hell, I prevail. You know what it is. Say yo, revolutionary opportunists. Who us? Shooter.
Part 3.
Hey. Revolutionary opportunists. Who us? Made it out the mission, I must stay. The sun rays shine on my gun in the midst of the gunplay. Sunday was a fun day, the fun way. Decapitate a fed, blew his brains on the lunch tray. Gun sprayed, and shot a fed on a brunch date. Then I called a banker slipping on lunch break. Fuck's sake, you niggas off of the cupcake. Pay that politicians, I need some fucking trunk space. Drop the car to the pier, they getting dropped off. See the witnesses, they heads is getting knocked off, popped off. Please don't give the semantics. I'm just trying to bridge the building, get the schematics. Then I pull up with the crew with automatics. Light fizz up, the people running in panic. Creeping through that bitch like Splinter Cell and kill a whale. All you fucking feds get sent to hell, I will prevail.
Yeah. Say it.
Revolutionary opportunists. Who us? Hey, you know what it is. Revolutionary opportunist. Who was on the road in a high-speed chase, switching lanes, and I still managed to shoot the fucking cop in the face. Hit the sunroof, baby, grab that RPG. Shoot the fucking helicopter before it shoots at me. Shot that bitch, then it fell in the sea. Then the fed got close, I got the shooter with the SMG. Black truck, yeah, 4-6 times. Land on a cop car, yeah, y'all niggas thought you was fine. Until the hood got away from the law. Had to switch out the car, chop shop, had to strip it for parts. On the road in the new whip, about to ride out to a new lick. We about to lead the feds fucking clueless. Rebel and the nuisance, revolutionary is the movement. The feds wanna see what I'm doing. Creeping on their ass like Splinter Cell and killing well. Fuck the government, send them to hell. I rip a hell. You know what it is. Revolutionary opportunist. Who was? Shooter. Part 3. You know what it is. Revolutionary opportunist. Who was? Shooter.
Now Road 1 production.
Revolutionary opportunist. Who was? Shooter.
Right. Now let's get off to the news. Don't got no new UK news. Like the last bit of news was Mandelson got arrested. Prince Andrew got arrested. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. That's the biggest UK news, you know, it's popping so far. They got Andrew and they got Mandelson. But I still got to play. What the hell is it? There you go. I still got to play the Amelia for Vonta. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's my UK correspondent. You know what I'm saying? Forgive me, Vonta. Let's get this. Then we're going to get off into the news. This and that Matrix clip. I'll play this first.
Hi, I'm Amelia. I'm English, and I love England. I like having fish and chips and a pint at the local pub. I like Shakespeare and Dickens, Tolkien and Lewis, Harry Potter. I like pork, sausage, and dogs, and fashion. Haram! Haram! But I don't like that. Brits are famously polite, but it mustn't mean we're willing to commit cultural suicide. Our institutions, the Church of England, the BBC, are a bunch of queers and nonces. How the bloody hell did we go from Churchill to you git? Sadiq Khan, the mayor? This is London, mate, not Afghanistan. Or Star Wars. Our government won't even protect our schoolgirls from grooming gangs. Sod off, wankers. The police won't help. They're too busy confiscating garden tools and suppressing free speech.
That's right, miss. What have I done, officer? You've tweeted rudely, and you're under arrest.
Curry is fine, but we have several recipes already. There are 50 Islamic nations in the world. Muslims don't need to be on our island. They want to conquer it. The government says it must be this way. That doesn't make it right, does it, Robin Hood? No. These dragons that threaten our England won't go away unless brave knights rise up to slay them. Or did all the British bloodlines with any bollocks get killed off in World Wars I and II? Englishmen, it's your country, and it's being taken from you. Chav, posh, doesn't matter. We're already all in this together. Yeah. I don't want this to be the future of the women of England, and I'm sure the women of Iran and Afghanistan didn't want it either. Your ancestors beat the Spanish Armada, Napoleon, and the Nazis. Surely you can handle welfare tourists. History will record what you do or don't do. Get cracking, lads. Love, Amelia.
Love, Amelia. Peace to the UK.
What do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm a model.
Wow, like runway model?
OnlyFans model.
OnlyFans model.
The Matrix is a system, Neo.
Right, my OnlyFans.
That system is full of degenerates. When you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters. The very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of the woke system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to pick up a biology textbook, and many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on their pronouns that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the dude in the red dress? The dude? Forget. Who is it?
Cancel him.
That wasn't a woman? No. It's another training program designed to teach you one thing. If you are not one of us, you might marry one of them. What are they? Transformers. They can move in and out of any gender, regardless of their chromosomes. That means that anyone coming out of the female bathroom is potentially a ladyboy. Inside the Matrix, they can identify as anything, but in reality, it's just delusion. We have survived by hiding from them, by running from them. But they are at the Diddy parties. They are guarding all the doors while they are touching all the kids, which means that sooner or later, someone is going to have to fight them. Someone. I won't lie to you, baby. Every single man or woman who has stood their ground, everyone who has fought this agenda got canceled. But where they have failed, you will succeed. What? I've seen an agent identify as a concrete wall. Men have emptied entire clips at them and hit nothing but air. Yet their strength and their speed are still based in a world that is built on rules. Because of that, they will never be as strong or as fast as you can be. What are you trying to tell me? That I can dodge lawsuits? No, Neo. If you identify as an innocent human being, you won't have to. I identify as an innocent
human being. So that's not a woman? No. What are they? Transformers. You said there's some funny woke 300 vids too. Now that shit is fucking hilarious. Computer set me up. Or do I gotta go mad?
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Thanks, computer. Prepare to engage.
Enough.
Let me guess. You must be a woman?
Ladies, some help here. Let's debate, Leonidas. Let us reason together. Ask me any question you want.
Well, I got one for you. What is a woman?
Oh, that's a very good question. An easy one, too. For someone who feels like one. For example, today I feel like being a mouse. Who are you to tell me that I'm not a mouse?
Well, in that case, I identify as the source of truth and tell you that there are only two genders. Oh, yeah, I also identify as your king. Oh, a slap in the face.
Have you not noticed the people to my right? My saviors. Better known as the cancel culture. Ready to silence anyone that goes against our agenda. The world will never know you existed at all. So, what were you saying again? I don't think they could hear you from up there. Leonidas, consider that you're talking to a woman.
No, you're not. You are a man.
The Greeks take pride in your logic. It's all just about perspective.
It's not just a matter of perspective. It's biology.
You will cut that off right now. Or you'll go home in an ambulance. You men are all the same. Before you, there was this other guy. He was once known as the Top G. Just like you, he kept running his mouth. He tried escaping the Matrix.
Did he get canceled?
Breathe air.
Well, let's just say his head got canceled from his body. There is still hope for you. Join the rainbow and you'll be fine.
I'm about to watch all these motherfuckers after this shit. We got a part 2 too. I gotta get to this news. I gotta get to this fucking news though. But I'm gonna definitely watch the rest of that shit. Nigga, that shit funny. Computer, set me up. I identify as
The
a source of
Bluetooth
truth.
device is connected successfully.
And identify as your king. Oh man. But I got 4 pieces of news. Then we gonna get up out of here. First things first. Do y'all hate ads? I hate ads too.
Have you noticed that ads are in everything now? Where it seems like things that didn't used to contain advertisements are slowly starting to see these advertisements creep in. Not too long ago, I was at the airport with my mum, and we were at a cafe, and something about it just kind of bugged me. Something about this experience wasn't quite ideal, and after a few seconds, it hit me. There's advertisements on the table. Like, what? Yeah, there were like advertisements playing on the table in which we were drinking coffee. Can you believe that? Like, we're being advertised to after we've bought something from this cafe. And this is not something that is like this standout cherry-picked experience that is wholly unique to what I encountered. No, there are so many examples of advertisements creeping into places where they really shouldn't be. You go into the elevator, you see an advertisement. You get an Uber, there's an advertisement in the back seat. You use the Uber app, or in my case, Grab, which is in Southeast Asia, is the Uber equivalent there. There's advertisements after you make an order. On Netflix, you pay for a subscription to watch Netflix, and before you watch a show, there's an advertisement that plays after you've bought the damn subscription. There's advertisements everywhere, and it seems like it's only getting more and more with each passing day. There's a new thing that is coming out, which is going to be, they're going to try and shift the Overton window to be more accepting of this, which is a smart fridge. A smart fridge. Ooh, well, when smart is introduced into anything, you're gonna get fucked, right? Like, your data's getting sent to like the Chinese or something, right? Well, in this case, what a smart fridge is, it basically tracks the data of what you put in the fridge, like it scans it, and also starts playing personalized ads to you that displays on the outside of your fridge. I'm not even fucking joking. So like, you walk into your kitchen and you start seeing an advertisement play just going into your own kitchen in your own home. Can you believe that shit? I think there was something similar to that in Cyberpunk, right? But that was like a fictional dystopian universe that is like way off in the future. Motherfucking smart fridges are, on the way. That's really fucking similar to, something you'd see in Cyberpunk, right? But what is the point of this? Like, why is this happening so much? The main reason is this is just another way of hiding the effects of inflation. So we all know that inflation increases the costs of things, right? Relative to what people earn. And because the people doing the inflating are closer to the source of the money being generated, they get to spend that money on whatever, while us common plebs have to basically
advertise it as a psychological operation.
So,
yep,
the Jeffrey Epsteins of the world, they get their $100 million islands and all of that shit, while we pay higher for Big Macs at McDonald's, right? That's how it works. This is obfuscated in many different ways. A lot of like companies are very reluctant to increase prices because it just kind of feels bad, right? Like it's just obviously not ideal. So what a lot of them do to hide this, to hide what politicians are doing, is something called shrinkflation, which is basically packaging the same product, but reducing it or reducing the quantity that is sold in the product. You've probably seen this with Coke cans where they used to be, they've reduced some of the milliliters, but they just made it longer and thinner.
They reduced so everything.
Kind of big still. Burgers are getting smaller. Like there's just all that examples of this you can think in your own life. But another thing is adflation. Adflation is sneaking in ads where they really shouldn't be to kind of hide what a price increase is. It's still a price increase because you're paying with your attention. And you're sacrificing a bit of peace of mind getting bombarded with ads, but the price doesn't go up relatively as much. Do you see how that works, right? It's just another way to basically hide what politicians are doing when it comes to inflation. Inflation not only, just reduces our purchasing power and just makes us poorer, just straight up, right? But it also introduces this trickery, these weird like optical illusion things where like, your yogurt pot has this like indent built into it at the bottom. So it looks like it's a full container when it's really not. Like there's all this like weird magic trick bullshit that, we have. But also we're paying with peace of mind because, now we're getting poorer. The products we're buying are tricking us, and we're being bombarded with ads all the fucking time. There's a new special offer, right? Have you found out about that? It's just like, get away from me. I think the most fair way of doing this is if I pay for something, I don't want to see a fucking ad. I don't want to see an ad. I don't want to see any advertisements, okay? I've already paid for something. I bought your product. Leave me alone. I don't want an advertisement. And I think that's the normal mindset to have, right? If something is freemium, like, if you got YouTube, YouTube is a good example. Most people aren't paying, but they are paying with watching ads occasionally. And I think that's pretty fair, right? Like, there's a way to bypass that with YouTube Premium. And I think that's a reasonable business model, right? Like, the thing that would piss me off is if people bought YouTube Premium, but they were still being shown ads. Now that's some fucking bullshit. But it seems like that's where, like, the majority of products
people still being shown ads because the creator is making the ad within the video.
You bought the product, and now you're still paying with advertising attention. It's just like, are you fucking kidding me? It's getting so fucking annoying, and it's just so intrusive now. Like, I can't even just have a fucking coffee at a cafe without seeing an advertisement just under my coffee cup. It's just fuck off.
For real. But there's more. Hold on.
Noticed how annoying. Has anyone noticed how annoying adverts are now? It seems like adverts are almost designed to annoy you or put you in a bad mood. And I don't think I'm just being insane here.
Yes.
Every advert that I see, whether it be on like TV, if I see like an advert play like before a YouTube video or Twitch or whatever, it seems like every advert has this weird anxious vibe to it. I don't think too many people have really articulated why this is. So before you think I'm insane, ask yourself this. When was the last time an advert puts you in a better mood? When was the last time a advert that you've seen has actually made you kind of feel good and hopeful and excited? Every modern ad has this weird subtext to it where your life is this mess, you're this stupid buffoon, and you're just anxious and having a bad time. And here comes the product to kind of put you at a neutral, even keel. Do you kind of see that subtext whenever you see an ad? Because I do. And this is very, very fucking different to
back in the day. We used to have commercials that used to make us laugh. You're talking about every commercial that I see now. Do this right. From commercials to ads I see on social fucking media, I get upset like it's rage bait, hate bait type shit. It's just it just give off a certain energy. Commercials back in the 90s and early 2000s, I remember laughing, being happy, singing along with the commercial sometimes, but I never wanted to go buy the shit, except for Outback Steakhouse. There's something about Outback Steakhouse, man. God damn, I see that commercial. That shit look nice. And Applebee's, you go to the bar and you can eat some good shit. Man, Applebee's. Yeah. But I'm broke in my projects. So only thing I could do is do what the Lost Boys did off the Peter Pan Hook movie starring Robin Williams and just fantasize about eating a motherfucking Outback Steakhouse steak. Because I'm broke and homeless. You know what I'm saying? Fucked up at the time. But those commercials was uplifting. These commercials made me want to shoot something. I hate these commercials and ads. And then don't get me started on the motherfucking symbolism they put in the commercials nowadays. It's just you want to laugh, but you just saw the truth right in front of you. It's wait a minute. The government is doing this, but they're trying to come off like this is a joke. It's not a joke. The government is doing this. So it's man, it is rage bait, hate bait, want to throw my phone or shoot the goddamn TV. I shouldn't feel like that. Going back to what In the Groove said, this shit is a psychological op and a form of mind control and a form of emotion manipulation. Oh, you don't believe me? I just fucking told you. When I saw a commercial, I just got upset. Have you ever watched a movie or a TV show and you got mad at what one of the characters did, or one of your favorite characters, let's just say, die off on one of your episodes and you cry? Oh yeah, you just got you just got fucked up. That shit that's not real triggered an emotion for you to either shoot your TV or ball your eyes up and just cry. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? So let's take it to the next level. You see something on television and a motherfucker go out and go shoot up a fucking bank. You know what I'm saying? That's level 2, possible 3. There's levels to this shit. But I'm still craving for birthday cake. My birthday was 3 weeks ago. No cake, no money, right? I'm craving the cake that I had when I was 5 years old. It was a big ass blue sheet cake. They never made a good sheet cake like that ever again in life. Ever. Now this shit tastes like cardboard and fucking sugar.
Of the past. If you were to look at like, I even encourage you to do this after this video, search up adverts or commercial compilation from the 2000s or the 90s, one of those like compilations, and just like look at some of these adverts and you'll see there's a...
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Eat them gopher cakes. Open wide, stuff your face. I used to laugh at that shit. And there was commercials that was creepy as fuck, like the Airhead commercial. There was another commercial with the motherfucking characters look like the characters from the song Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden. Black Hole Sun, won't you come? Watch the rain.
Very different vibe in these commercials. It's not like how it is now, right? I remember what adverts were like in the 2000s, so it's not too abstract for me, but adverts then always had like this very upbeat kind of like, you know, everyone's having a good time, everyone's having fun, and, you know, this product just makes things better, right? Or an advert would simply just be about the product.
There's not this weird,
like, there's not this weird storyline where there's like some bumbling buffoon that needs the product being advertised just to not be a bumbling buffoon. There was never really any of that.
Black
Everything
budget
had,
money
like,
laundering. I
kind of
believe.
like positive, like upbeat kind of vibe to it. And I swear it's not just me. Like, I'm not being insane here. Like, adverts before had a very different subtext to commercials now. Commercials now, the assumption now is that you're in this anxious state and you're just this bumbling moron.
There's a commercial that made me laugh. I want y'all to go look up the Pop Rocks commercial. It was about, I think a teacher or a professor, right, was in college, right? Or some shit. I don't know if the girl got bad grades or some shit, but she put some Pop Rocks in her mouth and went down on the nigga, and that nigga. I'm like, nigga, this is a commercial. Rocks. I would never forget that shit. I would never forget that shit. I don't know what it was, but it was a professor or a teacher, and there was a chick. She put the Pop Rocks in her mouth. Oh my god, that shit was fucking hilarious. Pop Rocks.
That needs the product just to be a functioning member of society. It's almost designed to like put you in a bad mood. You know, it's this weird anxious energy that it plays during almost every advert where it's just like, get away from me. And another thing is like the degree to which these commercials, it always portrays men in the most unflattering way possible. You ever notice how in every advert, the guy, like a grown man, is always this like either like this meek, spineless character that is just like terrified of the world, or is this bumbling idiot that's like dropping coffee on himself and falling over and tripping over his own shoelaces. It's like that's the only two types of men that exist in an advert. It's unbelievable. And to contrast this, the millennial woman is always portrayed as this like smart, sophisticated woman that always has her shit together, right? And surprise, surprise, a lot of advertising agencies are comprised almost entirely of millennial women. Gee, I wonder what's happening here. It couldn't possibly be that these millennial women in these advertising agencies are portraying people that look like them in a flattering way because of their own ego. No, that couldn't possibly be the case. That couldn't possibly be the case. It is the case. That absolutely is the case. It's so obnoxious to see your demographic, like an adult man, always portrayed as like this idiot, this bumbling idiot that can't do anything right. It's very dislikable. It's very fucking dislikable. And if the roles were reversed, right? Like if I, imagine I was running an advertising agency just for the sake of it, and every single fucking advert I produced, women were these stupid, hyper emotional, constantly flustered, can't do anything right. And the man just comes in to correct them and solve the issue that they've caused. Like, wouldn't you view that as some incel bullshit, right? So let's, return it the other way. This is some misandrous bullshit, and I don't like it. I don't like people that want to make me look bad just for the sake of it because of their own weird neurosis. Like, I don't like this. If you ever see an advert and you just get this weird kind of feeling that this is some strange propaganda that's coming through, this barely disguised propaganda, that's because it is barely disguised propaganda. It's designed to A, put you in this anxious state, and B, to make you think of men as these bumbling idiots and millennial women as these amazing these amazing people that are super intelligent and competent. It's so ridiculous. How about you just sell the fucking product? Is that such a crazy idea? Is that how did you get away from that since the 2000s? It's just
right.
It's
we used to have a motherfucking Alan Jackson sitting down at a motherfucking chair talking about, if I had money, tell you what to do. Go downtown by Chevrolet, too crazy about a Chevrolet. Go crazy about a Chevrolet. I'm going to buy a Vegas Chevrolet, cruising up and down the road. And then Mercury was like, bitch, we'll pay you more. He was like, if I had money, tell you what to do. Go downtown by a Mercury, too crazy about a Mercury. So crazy about a Mercury. I'm going to buy me a Mercury and cruising up and down the road. I was like, Alan Jackson, you sell-off son of a bitch. My mama loved Alan Jackson and Garth Brooks. And Willie Nelson. Commercials that put a smile on your face. Nowadays, I want to shoot my goddamn TV and throw my fucking phone. That shouldn't be happening. Alan Jackson was okay. All I know is the commercials. That's all I know. When he did Chevrolet and when he did the Mercury. As a matter of fact, I think he popped up on Home Improvement with Tour Time with Tim Allen and shit. Because I used to watch that shit too. So yeah, back in the day. When I was young, Tim Allen got caught in some drug cases. That shit was wild, son. That nigga was out, he was flipping birds in this bitch. I don't remember what he got caught with, man, but I know Tim Allen was flipping birds, I think. Motherfucking Santa Claus and shit, flipping birds for real.
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like.
All right. Next is here we go. We'll do the 6G. Fuck it. 6G it is. And then we'll do the Maxwell and Trump alien shit.
Back, we've got a special guest, fan favorite. Kim Bright is here. She's a pioneer in the nutrition industry, expert in health and wellness, and the founder of Brightcore Nutrition, now in its 29th year. Since the 80s, she's been appearing regularly on national, syndicated, local, and radio television programs, educating people on how to optimize their health. She's also a sponsor of our show. Welcome back, Kim Bright. Hi, Kim. How are you?
Hey, Jimmy. Great to be back. Thanks for having me.
Well, I'm very interested in this topic. We've talked about it before. I'm glad to talk about it again.
They get ready for Project Bluebeam. I'm ready.
About the risks of 6G. So 5G is already, we know there's lots of alerts, lots of problems, but now they're understanding the risks of 6G technology, the next cybersecurity challenge.
Exactly.
What is that even a thing, 6G technology, Kim?
Oh, yeah, it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. It's the 6th generation of cellular network technology, and it's going to surpass 5G with dramatically faster speeds. That's the whole thing they're pushing on us.
That's a lot.
Ultra low latency and intelligent self-optimizing connectivity. And then, while 5G is operating...
That shit ain't going to be fast. They say that shit every time. It's like, we can get some high-speed internet. Nigga, my shit still buffering at 5G. Fix my shit. But that's when it comes to the consumer. But when it comes to what's really happening with the fucking technology behind the scenes. Now shit is about to involve laser beams. Flying high with a unibeam.
Jimmy, in a sub 6 gigahertz and a millimeter wave band, 6G is going to expand into the terahertz spectrum. We're talking billions here, potentially 100 times faster. So these higher frequencies are going to travel shorter distances, and they're very easily blocked. So 6G is going to depend on reconfigurable intelligent surfaces and massive synchronized antenna grids to steer highly focused laser-like beams with precision. So we're going to have laser-like beams on us. 6G will also be, it's going to be AI native. They're going to be embedding artificial intelligence into every single layer to enable real-time autonomous decision-making.
Now, we got the voice of God weapons used by the military to beam voices in people's heads. The alien disclosure is going to be the next motherfucking video after this. But if shit about to get expanded like that, then yeah, they're about to get ready for Project Bluebeam. They're going to see the hologram in the sky, and the laser beam is going to be beaming into people's heads and voices. And they talk about laser beam shit. You might get lifted up with a particle beam. And people think they're being abducted by aliens, or they're going to a new alien home world. But guess what? Guess what? They're going to an underground lab. And it's going to be guarded by Fed agents. And military personnel is going to be dressed up like aliens. You're going to become an experiment with the extra probing. It's over.
It's not going to, humans aren't going to be doing this. It's going to be autonomous. And it's still supposedly in research and development since 2020, but I think we all know that they develop things a lot before they tell us. And they're projecting.
Yeah, because they've been doing all this shit since the goddamn drum roll, please. World War II. And that's the 40s. 1940s, that is.
To launch around 2030. But we know prototypes are...
Ding, 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 2030. The 4 numbers of the day. That 2030 agenda is on its way. We got 6G now. No telling what it's going to be in 2030. It's going to be 9G, probably 12G. Extra beam in your head. This time you're going to see the beam of light just V2K all day.
Being deployed out there.
And so tell me, what are some of the risks?
Well, here's the thing. They promote it as progress, and 6G is going to trigger sweeping automation and oversight across industries. It's going to reshape society at unprecedented speeds. And so the risks are going to be expanded cyber.
She said automation oversweep industries. A lot of people about to lose their jobs. When I heard automation and sweeping of industries, sweeping the people from their position that they used to work in is going to be replaced with an automated robot, and only people that is going to be there is going to be the people that's going to be monitoring the robot. So let's just say if it was a place of 20 people, it's about to drop down to 6.
Security threats. We're going to have intensified nation-state cyber warfare, potential government abuse through real-time surveillance and behavioral tracking. By connecting billions of devices and then merging them into digital systems with a physical infrastructure, cyber conflict could evolve from these data breaches to disruptions of our entire societies. And the data privacy, Jimmy, that's going to erode even further. And the line between our private life and digital monitoring is going to get blurred into what some describe as
I know about the Montauk Project.
Network. So it's
that was when I was talking about the shit on the last video, before I did this one. When they stopped doing that brain shit at that motherfucking spot, they moved further east to like a military facility. It was called the Montauk facility, and they did that project there. Yep. I know about that Montauk Project. As a matter of fact, we should go back into it. Because I think I did a video on it. It was on something else, but the Montauk Project was mentioned. But I think I should do a video covering the whole Montauk Project in general. And even the phone agrees. Do that shit. About the phone said, do that shit later.
going to sense everything. And before we talk about 6G, let's talk about the dangers of that 5G that we're already being exposed to. RFK had something
here,
to say
I have
about
that video of RFK talking about the dangers that we know about from 5G. Let's watch.
How concerned should we be about 5G towers?
I'm very concerned about it.
Say like 9, 10?
Calling it 5G is actually a misnomer because that doesn't have to do with 5G does not tell you what's wrong with EMFs. EMFs are bad depending on the pulse rates and the wave.
So, and EMF stands for what, Kim?
electromagnetic field.
Okay, that's what he's talking about when he says EMFs. Okay.
And some of them are very bad. And in Europe, the regulations are an order of magnitude lower than what we allow here.
Mm-hmm.
But there are literally over 10,000 studies that document a number of ill effects, including cancer, tumor growth.
Okay, that's where that clip ends. But so there is it true that there's tens of thousands of studies that show 5G is not safe? Is that true?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is not safe. And now they want to move us into 6G.
Wow. And in Europe they have actually a lower threshold that they allow than we do here in the United States.
Exactly.
Of course, right? Just like in the United States, we have cancer-causing food dyes. Over there, they don't. We spray our food with glyphosate and poison. They don't do that. Oh, it's just unbelievable. But here, I want to show this video. This is a sad video, and it's directly tied to these cell phone towers. So let's watch about childhood cancer. Let's watch.
The phone company Sprint shut down a cell phone tower on the campus of a California elementary school after some parents said it may be linked to several recent cases of childhood cancer. Now, those families at Weston Elementary School in Ripping claim the tower could have exposed their kids to harmful radiation. Sprint says the tower is safe and has operated well below federal safety limits, but the company turned it off anyway and plans.
But they turned it off. Yeah, it's perfectly safe. But screw it. When has a company ever done that? Okay, here we go.
Move it to a new location. Carter Evans spoke to the families at the center of the controversy. My son missed growing up with his friends. My son lost all of his hair. It's not something that I wish on anybody to watch their child go through what our children have gone through.
Kelly Prime's son Kyle was just 10 years old when he was diagnosed with kidney cancer in 2016. 5 months later, Kyle's friend and classmate Mason Ferrulli developed brain cancer.
14 hours to get the tumor out, and he had 5 weeks of inpatient rehabilitation. He had to learn to walk, talk, eat, everything all over again.
Shit was like one isolated incident. 2 kids? Oh yeah, we're screaming through the heavens. Call the news. 1 kid kidney cancer, other kid brain cancer. Shut that fucking machine off. But it's safe. Yeah, nigga, shut it off anyway though. That was an experiment, and it worked. That shit wild, son. They was putting all these 5G towers up during the scamdemic so everybody to stay in the house while these motherfuckers was out putting up towers and shit. There was a couple people that burned a couple towers down. I don't know. I need to do a follow-up and see, did anybody get caught or not? But like, there was some people just trying to burn them bitches the fuck down because we already knew. And somebody was taking it upon themselves to burn one down. We need to burn them all down, burn them all to the ground. And if the cops come, shoot at them. Allegedly.
2 more kids at the school were diagnosed this year.
At what point are you saying we ought to take a close look at the school here?
The moment that I found out that Mason had been diagnosed, it popped into my mind that something was not okay.
The moms believe the recent increase in cancer cases could be caused by radiation from radio frequency or RF waves coming from this cell tower located on the elementary school campus.
On that
wow.
elementary school campus.
Give me some background on this. I mean, what are the safety measures? What are the standards for this kind of stuff?
Yeah, well, I want to say first that I personally have seen firsthand these tragic consequences of electromagnetic field exposure. So it's real. I've seen it. The WHO, thank God we're out of there, the World Health Organization.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, they established the International EMF Project, the Electromagnetic Field Project in 1996, to assess scientific evidence regarding possible health effects of EMF exposure. Now, this project supposedly has reviewed approximately 25,000 articles published over the last 30 years. We don't know who wrote them or how biased they were or anything.
Damn.
But the WHO concluded that current evidence, and I'm quoting, current evidence does not confirm the existence of any health consequences from exposure to low-level electromagnetic fields. Well, what's low level in their estimation? And they determined this, Jimmy, in 2011. That's freaking 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And their position has remained unchanged. I mean, can you believe that? This is 15 years ago. And no movement. And then the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, and that's a specialized agency of the WHO, classified radio frequency EMFs, that's from mobile phones, Wi-Fi, etc., as, quote, possibly carcinogenic to humans, again, in 2011. Now, this classification was based on an observed increased risk for a specific type of brain cancer among the heaviest mobile phone users. It indicates that a link is clearly evident.
Wow.
So, here we have the primary established effect of intense radio frequency energy is heating of tissues. However, international exposure limits are supposedly in place to prevent this from happening under normal usage. The problem, Jimmy, with these established limits is it hasn't been studied with enough time of constant exposure to conclude that it's in fact unharmful. I mean, we just saw these kids have brain tumors. They don't have their phones up to their head. What's doing it?
Right.
And, then they go ahead and they say some studies that suggest harm. Well, what they do is they criticize these for poor methodology or lack of independent replication or for using high exposure levels that don't represent real world public exposure. Bull crap. That's real public exposure. That's exposure there with those kids. And, the electromagnetic fields are all around us, Jimmy. They range from non-ionizing low energy radiation to, low doses, which are generally considered harmless, to ionizing high energy radiation, which has the potential to cause cellular and DNA damage. Just like I said, 6G is going to be laser beams. I mean, come on. I mean, the increasingly widespread use of EMF, it's really raising important questions about potential effects related to long-term exposure.
And so besides cancer, what other kind of effects have you noticed from this kind of radiation exposure?
Well, let me give you a couple examples of some things I find very curious. Here we have increased rates of dementia, for one. I mean, let's look at this. There's been dramatic spikes in Alzheimer's disease, such as the 373% increase in diagnosis among 30 to 44-year-olds, and a
30 to 44 getting Alzheimer's. That shit is fucked up. Yeah, they fucking with people with this shit. 30 to 44.
11% increase in 45 to 54-year-olds in the United States in recent years. And the timing corresponds to the large recent increases in wireless communication, EMF exposures. We've got DNA damage and breakage, increased oxidative stress, cell death, all leading to Alzheimer's and the increased risk of cancer.
Oh, I never put that together. I never connected the cell phones and the increase in, because we know that there's been a huge skyrocket in dementia and Alzheimer's in younger people, much younger.
Cataract.
And that's becoming common almost now. And I hadn't put it together, but there it is.
That was in the long term.
That makes sense. As the we went from 2G to 3G to 4G to 5G, more powerful people using cell phone towers everywhere, to the increase in dementia, Alzheimer's. I mean, I know that correlation doesn't mean causation, but it certainly is suspicious.
That's right. And we're being saturated with, these higher levels of frequencies. It's crazy, Jimmy. And, life expectancy is years shorter in the US compared to the UK. We talked about Europe, but in UK, I wanted to talk about that a little bit because the United States, we had 5G in every single metropolitan area before the UK even had a single 5G tower. And we've got hidden towers. Yeah, we've got hidden towers. They're designed to blend into the environment so we don't notice them.
Right.
Things like fake trees and church steeples and crosses and water towers. So, here in the United States, we've had more overall exposure to 5G for a much longer period of time. And the way 5G gets absorbed into our bodies is through our sweat pores. And then it's working its way through our endocrine system and then into our brains and, of course, the rest of our organs. And I just want to mention again, the WHO has not changed their position on the safety of 5G since 2011. But there's mounting evidence that these EMF levels are impacting our gut microbiome. And go ahead.
Well, tell me about the studies.
Oh, there's studies, yeah. There was a study in the International Journal of Sciences and Applied Research that stated that this electromagnetic radiation has been shown to influence the composition of our gut microbiota.
No kidding.
Yeah, because it's causing oxidative stress and it's causing microbial DNA alterations and the thermal effects, the heating that I talked about earlier. And that all leads to dysbiosis. That's unbalancing our microbiome. That's when the gut flora gets out of balance, and now it's going to cause a myriad of health issues. So the gut microbiome is so important because it's related to our immune health, because 70 to 80% of our immune system is stored in the gut. And it depends on that balance of the good and bad bacteria. But it's not just our immune system. There's countless examples of how our gut affects other areas of our health.
Since we started working with you, I've been educated on how important your gut microbiome is to everything, especially a good working immune system. And so tell me, what would you say is the number one thing we could do for our gut microbiome?
Kimchi.
Yeah, because our gut microbiome affects our immune system, but it also affects our heart, our brain, our liver, everything in our body it affects, because it communicates to every tissue in our body. So the best number one thing we can do for our gut microbiome is eat a centuries-old fermented food called kimchi. And why? It has the most diverse probiotic profile because it contains 900 plus beneficial strains of bacteria. And Jimmy, I hear it so often from people. Well, I eat sauerkraut, or I'm eating yogurt, so I don't need to eat kimchi. I don't like the smell. I don't like the taste. I have these other fermented foods in my diet. Well, let me tell you, the sauerkraut you're eating, okay, eat it if you want to, but it only contains 28 different probiotic strains. 900 plus 28. I mean, come on. That's the 28 strains are a lot more than, probiotic supplements that are out there, but those pale in comparison to kimchi because it's containing that 900 plus. And I agree that sauerkraut has some health benefits, but there's a clear reason, Jimmy, why all of these studies, and we're talking about thousands of studies, are coming out about kimchi and not other fermented foods. And, we talked earlier about the astronomical rise in dementia, and I was thrilled to find another study that showed that the bioactive compounds that are found in kimchi demonstrate the ability to deter dementia and actually improve cognitive abilities, not only like our memory or performance, but actually they improve emotional health with things like depression and anxiety. I don't know if you know this, but 90% of your happy hormone called serotonin is made in your gut before it's transported to your brain. Your gut can't make that serotonin if it's out of balance. So kimchi accomplishes these cognitive benefits by preventing the oxidative stress, the inflammation, the brain cell death. And remember, these are the same drivers that are going to lead to an increased cancer risk, which is why I want to point out yet another study here. Well, because this study, go ahead.
So I got a study here, and this is from the National Library of Medicine. It says cancer preventative potential of kimchi lactic acid bacteria. And here, I'll read what this says to you right here. It says, the antibiotic tolerant probiotic presented in kimchi suppresses expression of carcinogen activating enzymes, and possesses many other health benefits such as suppression of growth and development of pathogenic bacteria, intestinal regulation, and immune boosts, especially the WC brara and I can't pronounce those, that are found in kimchi. They have many effects like anti-inflammatory, immune modulating, and blood cholesterol reducing activity, which may account for their cancer preventative anti-cancer potential. That's kind of amazing, actually, isn't it?
It's really amazing. We're talking cancer here, and it's proven that it has these abilities. So when you look at it, there's so many health benefits. And, we wanted to make it easy for people to consume daily, because when I read all these studies, it really references that you have to take this every day. So that's why we created Kimchi One, because whether you like the taste of kimchi or not, it's not something that's easy to eat every day, Jimmy.
No, I don't like kimchi, so I do take the Kimchi One. I take it every day. I take 3 pills. I take it every day with a meal. And it's fantastic. I don't taste the damn thing, and I get my kimchi, and so I'm fighting against all that stuff. I'm getting my good gut bacteria, so I'm fighting against dementia. I'm fighting against cancer. I'm fighting against a lot of. So I feel great doing that. By the way.
Awesome. Yeah, it's so convenient to have these for daily use. And again, people that are on sodium restricted diets, the capsules are low in sodium, unlike, store-bought kimchi or homemade kimchi. We make it 100% USA, non-GMO, all natural. And Jimmy, I have to tell you, you're not the only one that likes it and sees results with it, because so many people are calling us or writing to us that, they're saying they had so many problems with their digestion, whether it be gas or bloating.
I can't afford any of that
that's
shit.
gone now. They weren't regular at all, always backed up, or other problems. Now that's all gone. And people who had the problems with their immune system and used to get sick all the time, well, they're not getting sick as much. And people who have diabetes, who absolutely couldn't control their blood sugar levels, guess what? Now Now that's balancing out. And people who couldn't lose weight, there's even a study showing kimchi helped lower body fat by 31.8% if you eat it every day. And people that were suffering from a variety of symptoms and couldn't identify the cause are finally feeling better. So this really shows how your gut, when it's in balance, can affect every area of your body.
Well, I've told you every time you come on, I appreciate you.
Yep. That's the end of that. Now let's get to these Trump and freaking aliens. Let's go.
So long story short, there have been briefings that we've received as Congress that leads us to believe that, yes, there is definitely an advanced technology out there that's not created by mankind.
They don't fly in like tin can flying saucers. They come interdimensionally, and we have limited spectrum, even sight of what's in our...
I'm the Black Alex Jones, Infowars.com. I don't know who the fuck that guy is. That's Alex James, but I'm the Black Alex Jones, Infowars. Hurricane, great HHN special report. Black helicopter still flying over our heads. Spraying shit, give people COVID. Back to the HHN special report. That was not me. That's Alex James, not Alex Jones. I broke in the Bohemian Grove, damn it. They're making the frogs gay. That's what I screamed out. Everybody looked at me like I was crazy because I am. Black Alex Jones, Infowars.com. Back to you, Hurricane HHN special fucking report. Let's go.
So long story short, there have been briefings that we've received as Congress that leads us to believe that, yes, there is definitely an advanced technology out there that's not created by mankind.
They don't fly in like tin can flying saucers. They come interdimensionally, and we have limited spectrum, even sight of what's in our normal light spectrum.
Welcome back to another episode of You Could Make This Crap Up, but why the hell would you have to? Here is what's going on right now. Trump greenlit Palantir's master database, which is an all-out war on your privacy. And don't think for a second that there's not a war on your privacy. 8 new mega detention centers are being built. Customs and Border Patrol just bought access to Clearview's 60 billion image facial ID system. DHS is now demanding the names and the addresses of social media users who are critical of ICE. ICE agents are running through our streets threatening to put people in a domestic terrorist database. Trump is going to circumvent the Supreme Court of the United States and release fresh rounds of American destroying import tariffs. And now that same Donald Trump is talking about releasing files related to alien life forms. Check this out. Yep. Based on the tremendous interest shown, I will be directing the Secretary of War and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomenon, and unidentified flying objects, and any and all other information connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting and important matters. God bless America. And as you might expect, the first on the scene to pat himself on the back and take credit for being the first to disclose these alien life forms and their strange gravity-defying craft is Alex Jones. Even though I'm pretty sure Alex Jones was the second grader who was looking off the paper of another student named David Icke. But let's go ahead and watch Alex, I'm a Jew, Jones low-key take credit for what is now becoming mainstream fodder.
Close to a decade ago, I exclusively revealed on Joe Rogan's popular podcast that from all of my research in the global sun missions, aliens don't come from distant star systems.
I exclusively revealed. I remember somebody else talking about that way before Alex Jones. Initials D.I.
David Icke.
If I'm not mistaken, David Icke even wrote about this.
They don't fly in like tin can flying saucers. They come interdimensionally. And we have limited spectrum, even sight of what's in our normal light spectrum, not to mention the other dimensions, not to mention all the different fields that come into our dimension. And I've talked to high-level Pentagon people, CIA, you name it, scientists, physicists. They've said absolutely, it's an interdimensional invasion.
Oh, I've talked to high-level officials in the Pentagon and the CIA, because I know when I talk to those guys, I'm going to get the God's honest truth. And then I'll let you know the truth that they told me, which is exactly what Alex Jones is doing right now, because it always looks like he's laying cover for CIA and CIA operations. In conspiracy circles, that's called a gatekeeper.
So the Bible talks about every other ancient religion. There's this unseen that's coming into our universe. It's coming into our domain. It's coming into our dimension. So here's a clip of her on Fox News Friday night talking about, yeah, it's interdimensional, but it's classified. I can't tell you yet. I'm going to tell you soon. But what they know from people in the Air Force I've talked to, what's trying to be declassified is a craft will show up and then it's 100 miles away instantly. Or it'll be flying Mach 20 and make a perfect turn. Nothing can do that. Because in gravity, that would crush anything.
Or it's just an outright lie coming from the military-industrial complex. There's always that option, right, Alex?
You have a solid block of stainless steel doing Mach 15, and if it made a perfect turn, it would just flatten it out. So we know they're interdimensionally jumping from point to point.
What if you're retired?
From point to point. And so now Trump's talking about a big reveal here. Obama's saying aliens are real. I don't just believe Obama. I do believe there are obviously things that are human. But why are they announcing it now? Is it a distraction from Epstein?
Is it a distraction from Epstein? Let me see. We got a bunch of pedophile predators in Washington's District of Criminals now being completely okay with releasing files that have to do with extraterrestrials and unmanned aerial vehicles and UFOs. So now we got the case of the predators versus the aliens. Oh, it's the makings of an dynamite.
They both predators.
You've heard you can't make this stuff up. Well, why would you? This script is writing itself. It looks like it comes straight out of the halls of Pedowood.
Sure, but Trump said when he first got reelected a year ago. Now, is it a distraction from Epstein? Sure, but Trump said when he first got reelected a year ago, I'm going to do disclosure or an excess prepare report in the next year that's about to be released. So regardless, this is really, really important. Making focus on UFOs or extraterrestrials doesn't take away from exposing Epstein. We're focused on that. But there's a lot of disclosure happening right now. A lot of really, really crazy stuff happening on every front. Because
and who's doing the disclosing? Oh, it's the U.S. government. And when the U.S. government is disclosing, we can trust all of those disclosures. Just put all your eggs in that basket, because what they're showing you is what's really happening. The truth they're giving you is really the truth. It's all the truth. It's nothing but the truth. Even though historically we see it's just the skin of the truth stuffed with a great big fat warmongering lie.
This is part of the Great Awakening. So I'm going to go to her clip on Fox. I want you to give me your take below.
Talking about what Anna Paulina Luna says right here.
So long story short, there have been briefings that we've received as Congress that leads us to believe that, yes, there is definitely an advanced technology out there that's not created by mankind.
Non-human visitors to Earth.
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that.
So aliens are real.
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that.
So that got a lot of attention. Hours later, the president posting on Truth Social that he's directing the release of government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life and UFOs.
I'm going to change it to, Washington's District of Criminals is the Dog and Pony Show. Now it's the Dog and Pony and Predator Alien Show.
Everything to come out that the government has on this. So with that, we bring in a Republican Congresswoman from Florida, Anna Paulina Luna. She is chair of the Oversight Committee Task Force on the Declassification of Federal Secrets. She has said that there is evidence of interdimensional beings that can operate through the time spaces that we currently have, which is obviously going to catch a lot of people's attention. Anna Paulina Luna, thank you very much, Congressman. It's good to have you with us today.
The footage is probably as real as the moon landing footage. And this is what we pay congressmen and senators $174,000 a year to occupy their time with. Most of these congressmen and senators are, by the way, they're owned by AIPAC and special interest groups and the 12,000 lobbyists who actually own and operate and run Washington, D.C.
I want to go back to that. You told Joe Rogan in a podcast in August when you were discussing all of this, that you have viewed evidence of interdimensional beings here on Earth and that they operate through the time spaces that we currently have. Can you explain what you mean by that?
Yeah, I think that a good example would be some of the photo visual evidence that we've seen directly in some of these classified briefings that will now be made public. One of the famously now,
throwing the meat to the masses, y'all.
Actually, a video that was dead dropped to Eric Burleson, who's a member of Congress from within the Department of War, and it shows a UAP, an unidentified air phenomena, deflecting a Hellfire missile. This was taken off of ISR footage off the coast of, I believe it was Yemen. So long story short, there have been briefings that we've received as Congress that leads us to believe that, yes, there is definitely an advanced technology out there that's not created by mankind. And yes, of course, we've seen other evidence where it could potentially be UAPs, and then we later find out that there's drones. But there is a certain amount of evidence that...
And they let you find out some military.
Some of the physics that are defied in how these vehicles operate are very interesting to note. And we are not the only government that's, looked into this extensively. But I really do look at this from a lens of national security. And as you know, as we continue to evolve specifically on the front of AI,
that word, national security,
we have to ensure that, A, are these things, whatever they may
maybe are they potential adversarial weapons, advanced weapons, or not? And I think the whole aspect that the federal government can deny access to members of Congress, of which has happened not just to myself, but to other members of Congress as well.
This is actually
it's not
news.
just alarming,
This is
but
really
it's also
news.
something that cannot truly exist in a free and fair society. Government should not operate in secrecy. And so I look forward to the American people being able to determine their own conclusion after they've seen some of the evidence that we've seen. But most recently, Representative Gates actually came forward. He was on that initial CODAL with me and Representative Tim Burchett, where we were denied access. And he will tell you that if you've seen some of the stuff that we've seen, you will too become a believer.
Did you get that? If you see some of the stuff that we've seen, you too will become a believer.
And I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. She was shape shifting all day and all night. I think I'm on drugs, ooh, but I'm a believer.
And that's exactly what you need to be to believe that anybody in Washington, D.C. has authority over you, that they have the right to rob you, they have the right to rule you, they have the right to control and legislate you. And therein lies the problem with this entire nation and really in the world, that people believe that other people have the right to initiate unjust force and violence on peaceful people who haven't done anything wrong. If you got a uniform, a badge, and a gun, you come with the authority of the state, or you have this fancy title like senator or congressman or president, you can do things, or king, monarch, queen, prince, you can do things that the rest of us just don't have the right to do.
So you're saying that the Air Force has covered up UAP sightings. So, if there is potentially, is it because it's technology that we have that they don't want anyone to know that we have militarily, or is it that it's a foreign actor who has some abilities and
Foreign
technology
actor
in ways that we can understand?
Ding, 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 actor.
Our interviews that we've conducted, not just
costume.
in person, but also to, given some of the testimony that we've received, we do have reason to believe that this tech is not created by mankind. However, it is also possible that there are certain advanced weapons that the U.S. government may have that they're denying us access to. But here's the problem. When you have unelected bureaucrats denying access to members of government that are supposed to oversee and write the checks for that federal spending, and then we're also getting reports that there are people being threatened, whether it be physically, whether there have been, interesting deaths associated with people that have been coming forward as whistleblowers, which has been brought up in some of the testimony that we've received, not just myself, but you saw recently there was a movie that came out, The Age of Disclosure, where this was also referenced now by Secretary of State Marco Rubio. This is one of the most bipartisan and bicameral things in Washington, D.C. And so we definitely are looking forward to sharing this and exploring this further with the American people. Anna Polina Luna, Congresswoman, thank you. It's fascinating. And I think we all want to know more about this. I think it sort of tripped back into the universe, so to speak, with sort of an offhanded comment by President Obama.
And they want to laugh it off.
Something deeper, and now we may get some more disclosures.
So we've got the initial statement by Barack Obama on the Brian Tyler Cohen show, and you've got Trump, who's supposed to be the ruler of the free world, the leader of the free world, saying, hey, guess what? We're going to release all these documents that deal with extraterrestrials on the heels of what Obama said. We know Obama's a liar, Brian Tyler Cohen is a liar, Trump is a liar, the CIA is a liar, the Pentagon are liars, congressmen and senators do nothing but lie, but we're going to take this breadcrumb of declassifying these extraterrestrial UAV and UFO files seriously.
The elite are all about transcendence and living forever and the secrets of the universe, and they want to know all this. Some are good, some are bad, some are a mix. But the good ones don't ever want to organize. The bad ones don't want to organize because they lust after power. Powerful consciousnesses don't want to dominate other people. They want to empower them, so they don't tend to get together until things are really late in the game. Then they come together. Evil's always defeated because good is so much stronger. So again, everything isn't available to the eye. You can't see 5G. You can't see wireless. You can't see galactic space waves and solar storms.
You can't see BS, steaming piles of BS when it's being shoveled in your face. You can't see that the father of the VAXX, the guy who spearheaded and signed the biggest power and wealth transfer in human history. You can't see that, that's not the guy we want into office, but we're going to go ahead and try to vote that guy into office like this guy did. He cannot be trusted. He has no principles, no morals, no backbone. He's a spineless jellyfish. For all I know, he's a CIA operative.
It's all there. The good news is this is coming out. I do talk to Congresswoman Anna Polina Luna. She's a great lady. She's ready to some of the classified stuff. She's got to wait until that all comes out, but I would expect this to be a big deal.
When is the COVID
closure? But regardless, the good news is there is a great way into all of this. We'll be watching and covering next week when Trump reportedly declassifies the UFO file.
There's only one state, and that state is the great fiction by which everyone seeks to live at the expense of everyone else. Don't buy into it. It's a lie. Government is a lie. Nobody has a higher claim over your life and property than you, and people like this are charlatans cashing in on ignorance and the collective sickness of society. It's no measure of good mental health to be considered well-adjusted to this profoundly sick society. Thanks for being here. If you haven't done so already,
well, that's the end of that. Now we about to get up out of here. Shouts out to everybody. And catch y'all on the next one. Y'all know how we ended. Mic check. I walk around the streets with my black tech down by the waistline. Look at the hype shit. I never claim to be the best type of rapper, but I have to show the motherfuckers what I'm after. I'm after the gold, and after that, the platinum. Beef after that, Hurricane G packs that got some. Bye. Trigger bang bang. HHN special report. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. Much love to my guidance sponsor, my UK correspondent. You already know what it is. Shout out to In the Groove, Soul Brother, Live and Learn, and everybody else is on the chat. Catch y'all on the playback. And about to get to this music. I finish up on some music and some writing. And first he was live. Get my salute, say what up, and then I'm working on some music. And I catch y'all in a minute. Peace.